I'm Poa Lover 21. You can call me Poa or Poao. I've been playing VAIL competitively for almost 2 years. I've played VRML since Season 1, and I'm still playing on 6 Outlaws currently. I am the league manager for VML and the Integrity owner in the Integrity competitive Discord. I'm making this video because people want to know about utility in VAIL and the uses of what it can do, how you can use it. So I'll get into it. I'm gonna put us in a Tsuna. Alright. So I'll go into first how to throw utility, because that's something that obviously you need to know how to use the utility before you can like understand what it does and how you use it to play. So tips to throw grenades: time them and toss them however which way, underhand, overhand, like that, however you feel comfortable. You can do the Kirby dog method from the chest out. I just throw it overhand. I mean, it's simple really. Timing nades, timing smokes, so that way it like explodes where you want it to. But like I see a lot of people who do this. They're coming and they just flick their hand out and try and throw their util, and usually it goes woo, like they're trying to land a nade on rocket and it goes way down there. Like, you need to take your time with utility and not waste it. You know, you can't, when you're pushing up, there's no point in preparing utility if you're wasting it, you know. Like, oh, I'm trying to throw a nade on backside or on rocket. Well, if you throw it like that, first of all, it didn't even land there, and it won't explode there. You need to time it so it actually explodes where you want it to. Not just, okay, my tracking is like, tracking work. You know, if it goes over there, you don't time it, it'll keep rolling and you won't hit your intended target. So you need to time your util so that it actually explodes where you want it to. Same with smokes. Don't rush your util. Don't randomly throw it because you feel like you need to throw it. There's rounds where you might not even touch your util because your teammates are doing it. If you're crossing like this, or if you're trying to cross belong on Suna here, there's no point in your whole team throwing smokes. Really, you could only use like one smoke. Boom, covers the whole thing. You cross, guns up, whole team. You swing out, boom, you have sight. Well, you have to kill sight, but you know. I guess that's. I hope that. I mean, it comes with practice and learning game mechanics, I guess, on how to actually throw your stuff. I have my way of doing it. Right now I'm playing on PCVR. I usually play Quest. My tracking's a bit different, so I'm not too great right now. Yeah. Let's talk about how to use util as defense. Swap to Rayab. Okay, let's say I'm playing A long on Suna here. There is a full A push here. They're rushing out. They're smokes, it's nading sight, flashing sight. They're taking sight. You're getting overwhelmed back sight. First, They may smoke you out on sandwich here so that they can get across in here and then double swing you or triple swing you or however much swing you. If you're getting overwhelmed, you can use util to stop them. For example, a flash grenade is really useful when there's a lot of people. Boom. Oh, they're all flashed. Swing out. You can kill them. But don't swing into people who are going to outnumber you. That's why util can help you. I'm not going to go over how to peek because I can do that in a separate thing. But you can use util to help you. If they don't use smokes, I wouldn't recommend equipping a flashbang before you know how this team pushes up, because you might thermite something and then they might smoke right on top of it. You know, you might throw your thermite into a smoke. So thermites are really useful when you know that they're not smoking out your own thermite, or your teammate's not going to smoke your thermite. You know, to put this into competitive like context, I remember touched grass on Frio. They would smoke out, both sites would smoke out double thermite, the entry to site. So it'd be you either had to waste your util or you waited for them, which delays the push completely. And some people don't have the brains. Oh, I can smoke this out to continue my push, but like then you waste your smoke. So if it's in a site where you kind of need to cover angles because you don't have enough visibility, or you can't, you know, so yeah, use util to your advantage to combat site takes as defense. Same with mid. If you know that they're gonna have a mid presence, but they're not showing it, but you're playing mid here, and you know there's someone there, but you really need to help out your site buddies on A, just smoke scaff out, have their people start rotating. Once your teammates from B are around underpass, you can leave, boom, trade positions. You have a smoke here so you can cross, and you just have to be wary to not hear anybody coughing, and then you can rotate. Right? You're using smokes to rotate, to hold sight down. Util. I keep missing the names of, but thermites don't use thermites. Nades went over that, right? Throw it however you want. Time it. Don't waste your util. Here, I'm gonna put a theoretical situation of pushing down belong as columnists as how I would use util to my advantage. I'm gonna equip a smoke and a flash. So that's nades are not gonna go over pre-nades. Well, maybe later. Let's say it's a 5-man belong. We're going fully. I'm going inside as timing. I'm getting timing, and I'm gonna smoke out so my team from here can wide swing and try and get a pick out onto Rocket. Okay, I've got a cross smoke. I'm telling my team push up, push up, push up. They start pushing up. Okay, we fully commit cross. We all cross together. Also, have your gun ups. Boom, you like 5-man swing site. You come on site. You can boom flash cat. And then run, see if you can get someone. Because usually, if you kill your site buddy and that cat player is still on cat, or it came to help site, if they're smart, they're going to rush back to cat or drop down to underpass to wait for their team to rotate with them. So that's just a way you can use it. Boom, that one person who got timing here was able to get a smoke, entry with their team, and flash cat to try and clear out site completely. While you're clearing cat, that the team would be planting and getting set up for post plant. In post plant, you can use utility, because since that one person used their cross smoke and they did that, there's probably going to be a pre-nade from the other teammates. So you'll still have maybe 2 smokes and a few nades and maybe a flash or something. You can use that, right? You can you say, okay, people are coming from underpass. You can smoke out underpass. People aren't gonna just. Usually, people hesitate to run straight through, right? You use that smoke there to listen to hear people coming to you, and you swing out. Play based off audio, smoke audio, right? Use your flashes not to, you can delay people with them, but you can also, oh, there's one person or there's two people and they're like right next to each other. I know they're on this corner. Let me flash. Double swing with your teammate on long and kill them. Because if you have a good util management system with your team, that means like conserving your util for post plant. You're mostly gonna have more people and more lives, like conserving your lives with util, you know. Because covering angles is really important because it makes the defense back off when you're attacking. I feel like I'm being a little incoherent, but I never really make videos. So pushing sites, boom, boom. Okay, pre-nades. People like pre-nading. I personally don't, because I sometimes mess it up, and I don't like messing up, because it just wastes util. Okay. People in Suna do this pre-nade. You like stand here and you like launch it across the building. See, I suck at it. It lands there, so if people are going B, they might die to that. Just listen to it. That's another thing, listening to util and not giving audio cues with util. I was talking about walking through smokes. So you can, when you're doing that cross right there, from T-spawn to B long, right there, you can listen, you can hear, usually if you have good audio, you can hear the nade from about like probably here, around here, coming flying, whee, boom. If you hear it, literally just don't wait here until it explodes to go, because if you die to a pre-nade, boom, that's one less enemy that the defense has to take care of, right? Losing your ants, you're conserving your life. Just listen to util. You move out of the way, right? Same with flash. You hear a flash come out, if you're standing in underpass, you're probably gonna run away, right? Or tuck into the corner. You can look away from flashes so they don't affect you as much. And then usually some people are gonna, when they use a flash, they're gonna have some false security that, oh, they're gonna be flashed, they're not gonna shoot at me. Sometimes people feel like that. You can be like, okay, he just flashed, I wasn't affected by it, swing, right? Because someone flashes, they're gonna run at you most of the time. Yeah, so little recap. Use your util to block pushes. Use your util to commit to site. And listen to audio about when going through util and using util. And don't rush util. Don't just fling your thing over there because you feel like it. You know, this smoke isn't gonna do anything if you try hitting back, or you here. I'm coming out of A main. I'm trying to smoke right here. Hold it. Throw it. Boom, it lands right there. Now what happens if you don't hold it? It lands farther back. See, this is still a good smoke, but then, because now you only have to worry about this right here, and they're probably not going to be swinging from here. So that's still a good smoke, because then you're also covered from there, and you could, like, help sandwich. But you're aiming for here. You just, like, wait to throw it, you know? Like, time it. With, like, a nade. I'm trying to hit, backside. Okay, that landed, like, around fence, right? Backside. That went way past backside because I didn't time it. Okay. You can also use ricochet nades, like coming out here, throw right here, boom. If you time it a bit better, it lands right there, right? You can also trick some people out, which happens to me so much when there's so much stuff going on and audio gets cluttered. Let's say you have a smoke, they smoke out right here. You're sitting right there. Here, let me do that. The defense is sitting right here. There's smoke. Literally drop a nade that is cooking, and they sometimes people like are so used to time nades they walk through it, and then I that's happened to me a lot of times. My Quest audio is not very great, especially without headphones. Yeah. So that's probably like a 10-minute video of how to use nades. No script, so kind of incoherent. I hope it helps a little bit. Yeah.